Hello and welcome to the first episode of Big Bandit Game Show. I'm your host Josh, and I'm joined by our contestants, Izayah,
Morning.
Colton,
I'm gonna win. You watch.
and Troy.
I just got here.
Yeah.
You're not
So-
leaving.
I kind of sprung this up on everybody, I think, but I had a fun idea and I thought we'd try it. So, if anybody has any problems with this, you're gonna have to take it up with me after. We all think we are so good at predicting critic scores in our fantasy league, right?
Yes.
I
You're
won
not-
one year.
How-
I got very
It's
close
true.
to next.
Yeah, I almost won. I was almost there. How will you three contestants that I have in front of me in the computer that I'm talking to, how will you three do at guessing scores for games that came out a decade ago in 2013? In a
wanna
game
do it.
I like to call Metacritic Madness. Thank you. I was waiting. I was encouraged. Yeah, there you
go.
All right, disclaimer for every game, I only recorded the highest score, regardless of the platform. So, Metacritic's really
okay,
weird.
I'm with you.
OpenCritic, they like average it really well. Metacritic is like, hey, here's 5 entries for the same game that have like, they're all different scores. It's really annoying. So I went through and I got the highest one. As long as it had, I think all of them had at least like 10 reviews. So good luck. It's
I'm
just a
ready.
game.
I'm
All right,
taking
so
it
for-
very seriously.
For the first round. Actually, we're going to do a little warm-up. So, we're going to play a little warm-up of this or that. Which game scored higher on Metacritic in 2013? You can all answer. We'll get to that later. GTA 5 or The Last of Us?
The Last of Us.
It's gonna be The Last of Us, It has to be.
No, I disagree. It's gonna be GTA 5.
You're wrong.
It is GTA 5.
God dang it.
Wow.
Really? From what
Wild, dude.
from what I saw, and this might be one of those times where I'm completely wrong, but from what I saw, it was 97. I believe GTA 5 got 97 on Metacritic.
What?
Which is
Wow.
insane.
It's one of the-
Insane.
There's no
It's a
way.
Feel
must-play
free to
pick.
fact check me. And The Last of Us, I believe, scored a 95, which both amazing scores.
97, really? Wow. Okay.
Again, you can fact check me.
yeah. I will not.
5?
I believe you.
No, yeah, the limits that GTA 5 pushed for are incredible and insane so far, and so much so that it's still being replayed to this day and still being ported and re-released. Like it's what's the company's name?
I want to dock Izayah points right now.
No.
Me
For
too.
what?
I'm telling the facts here. This is what critics want. They get all over this stuff.
I don't know what Isaiah's talking about, but we're going to move on to
I
our
don't either.
first real round where we're going to actually score some points. So we're going to have 10 questions.
Yes.
We're going to go through them
I
real
love
fast.
points.
So you're going to get your final Metacritic score at the end. You're going to, what do you as a person average at as a Metacritic being? Are you going to be a
Harsh.
5 out of 10? 100 out of 100? What are we going to get? Okay. So we got 10 questions. So starting with round 1, and for the first 3 rounds, we're going to be playing What's the Meta? This is a mini game where we get to. I'm gonna name a game that came out in 2013, and we're gonna go in order. We're gonna start with Izayah. I'm gonna go to Colton and then Troy, and you're gonna tell me your best guess for what the Metacritic score is of this game. Any questions?
No.
Can I cheat?
Yes. Number
What?
What?
1, Dead Space 3. Izayah. What is
Hold
your
on,
guess for the
can we
Metacritic? No,
cheat?
how would you cheat? Oh wait. Oh yeah. Don't cheat. Never mind.
Stupid.
I don't care. I'm just trying to get through this. Okay.
Dead-
What's the
Dead-
meta?
I'm ready.
Dead Space 3. Izayah. What's your guess?
It's 82.
82, you said. 82. All right. Don't worry. I'm keeping track of all this. Don't you guys worry. All right,
Oh,
Colton.
I'm not worrying. 73.
73.
Really?
All right. Troy.
78.
Troy, I said no cheating.
I remember the Metacritic
Troy-
score.
Troy got it
I
exactly
did not look
correct.
it up.
You bastard.
Oh my gosh.
I
just-
know.
I'm
it's
sorry.
the lowest
I did
one,
not have a
weird.
lot to do this year. I remember the Metacritic
Oh
score
my
for Dead
God.
Space 3.
Oh my god.
But let us continue. That won't happen with another game. You just happen to pick one. Because the difference between 2 and 3, like it was such a big deal that it scored that low. All right.
Good guesses all around, but Troy nailed it. Moving on.
I guess you say.
Next question. This is gonna be awful. Troy's gonna just gonna be like, I got it.
No, dude, I won't
It's all right.
remember exactly. That was just a weird off case.
Second game, I'm gonna start with Colton and so on. Rayman Legends, Colton. What's the meta?
89.
89.
Damn.
Troy, what's the meta?
This is the highest, so it's probably the Wii U one. Gosh, I'm gonna say 88.
88. All right, Izayah. Do you want to change it?
No, I'll keep it.
Okay.
I have to go higher, but I'll keep it.
Okay, all right. Izayah,
Can I overlap?
you can choose the same number. Yes.
I
if that's
think
what you're asking.
I think it's 88 as well. I don't think it's going any lower than that.
88 as well.
It's the highest. It's the highest. So yeah.
All right. Just double checking here because I feel like Troy's gonna be mad at me or something. All right, yeah, you're right. It was the Wii U, Troy, but unfortunately, Colton gets that point because the Metacritic was 92.
Wow, that's really high.
That's really high.
Ooh.
I know
gotta
it's better than
remember
Origins.
too. I want to remember too that Metacritic always scores a little higher than OpenCritic for whatever reason, whatever their algorithm is. So
Not
Yeah,
always.
it's-
No.
yeah. Not always, but I see what you mean. Yeah. And yeah, because it just depends on the version. But yeah.
yeah, I remember the Wii U scoring higher because it was made for it. There's gamepad features that they stuck to buttons on the PS3 and 360 version. All right, sorry, continue.
All right. Yeah. Last one for this round. God of War Ascension. Troy.
Ooh, God,
what's
this
the
is hard. I feel like critics were a little harder on this one than would have been previous God of Wars, so I'm gonna say they gave it an 83.
83.
I'm gonna go. You know what? No, I'm gonna go a little higher than what I think it is. I'm gonna say
Okay.
86. Final answer.
86. I remember the God of War Ascension only came out on one platform, so if your reasoning before is a little different.
No. I'm
Okay.
just thinking it's higher
All right.
than I thought.
Isaiah, what's the meta for God of War Ascension?
84.
84.
God, that was gonna be my choice.
I felt his eye. I felt Josh's eyes pop out when he said 84.
84? All right, Colton, what's the meta?
I'm thinking a flat 80.
Wow.
Mm,
Colton Green, you nailed
Dang
it. It was
Dang
a
it.
flat 80.
wow.
Wow. Good job.
Congratulations. So far,
You-
I believe Colton has 2 points. Troy, you
Dang
have
it.
1.
Okay.
Oh man, me
All
and
right.
Troy don't get extra points for getting the exact number right.
That seems like that should be a thing. So I'll put a little asterisk.
Okay.
We'll talk about it later because I don't have a
Okay.
tiebreaker. So whoever has the most asterisks gets the tiebreaker.
Oh, okay, cool.
On all the
I will-
asterisks.
Maybe I'll change it next time. Okay. Round 2, we're gonna be playing a small game called "Which Game Does Not Belong." So I'm gonna give you 3
Ooh.
games. 2 of those games are going to have the same exact Metacritic score. I need you to tell me which game does not belong.
Wow, I like that. Okay.
Thank you. All right, we're gonna start with Isaiah. I'm gonna list the 3 games, and you're gonna tell me which one doesn't belong. You don't have to tell me anything else about it. Just which one does not match the Metacritic score. All right. The first game: Shin Megami Tensei 4, Super Mario 3D World, and Final Fantasy 14: A Realm Reborn. Which game does not share the same Metacritic score?
I
Do
actually.
we all get to answer this? Do
Yeah,
we
you
all
can all
get
answer
turns? Okay.
And you can answer the same game. It's totally fine. Yeah.
Okay. So I need to tell you the score that.
You don't need to tell me any scores. Just tell me which game didn't score the same as the other 2.
Oh, easy. Realm Reborn.
Realm Reborn.
I know the
Colton.
score for Frontier for
Ditto, Realm Reborn.
Realm Reborn. All right, Troy.
I'm gonna say 3D World got a higher score and Realm Reborn got like an 88 or something.
Troy, you are a genius because
Dang it.
Shin Megami Tensei 4 and Final Fantasy 14 A Realm Reborn both scored an 83.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, dang
Yeah.
Would
Yeah,
you
I figured Mario got a lot higher than those two.
What do you think 3D World got?
Ooh, I'm gonna say a 94.
You were so close. It was a 93. No bonus points for you.
Wow.
Dang.
I should have been. I gassed out too much of Final Fantasy, but the reason why I knew that because Shin Megami
Well, Heaven's Sword and like all the expansions like score up into the 90s, but that very first attempt, they're like, wow, this is actually a good MMO now. But
I figured it'd be a little tricky
later.
Yeah.
Apocalypse is 84. It's a point above just 4.
Yeah, that's a rough game to get into. Like, it's worth playing through, but Shin Megami SMT is a.
The beginning's brutal. Everything else, you've mastered it.
All right, Josh, we are ready.
All right.
Izayah, it's your chance to play catch up. You're gonna need it. All right. Let's see. Number 5. Let's see. Wonderful 101. Call of Duty Ghosts and Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. We're starting with Colton this time. What is your answer? Which game does not belong?
I'm gonna say Luigi's Mansion.
Luigi's Mansion. Were you listening? You're just like, I'm just gonna pick the last one you said.
No, I have a reason, I think.
All right, Troy. Would you like me to repeat them?
No, Luigi's Mansion is my answer as well.
Luigi's Mansion. All right, save any logic for after I get Izayah's. Izayah.
Would it be? Wait, would it? Before we get into the next one, would it make more sense if we all set our answers like locked in an answer, so it doesn't affect the way the other person's choosing?
I don't really have any way to do that because we're not doing like video or anything.
I guess you're right.
Only reason. Yeah. Continuing.
I mean,
We're all honest here.
hey, Troy, can I ask you a question real quick?
That's also why I'm alternating. That's why I'm
Hello,
alternating
competitor.
turns, by the way.
Yeah. So when you played Wonderful 101, you thought it was okay.
Are you okay?
Don't
I'm not
answer.
gonna help you. I'm not going to help you.
Oh, come on.
Anyway, Troy, what I was saying was, since y'all are doing alternating turns, I figured like some people get advantage sometimes, like, but it's like staggering the turns. Does that make sense?
Oh, I get it. Yeah. Okay, that works.
All right, Izayah, give me your answer.
All right, so it's Wonderful 101, Ghosts, and Dark Moon. So I'm gonna say, shit. I'm gonna say Wonderful 101. No. Fine. I'll stack Dark. It's Dark Moon. It's
Dark Moon.
it'll receive a little better. I'm pretty sure.
Great choice. Now, what is your reasoning?
I don't think
Anybody?
because Ghosts, from what I've heard, when it launched, it was not as well received.
Yeah, that's a low.
And I remember
Call of Duty.
what Troy said earlier about Wonderful 101. I'm like, you know what? Troy's word is likely like what the people's word is. So I'm just
I didn't expect that because I thought people thought Wonderful 101 was better, but no, you guys nailed it. It's Luigi's Mansion. Call of Duty Ghosts and Wonderful 101 scored 78. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon got an 86, which I thought was pretty high considering I think it's the worst of the trilogy. All right, next we're gonna start with Troy this time. So Troy, 3 games to choose from are Injustice: Gods Among Us, Tomb Raider, the reboot, and Pikmin 3.
Oh, that's rough. Can you say it one more time?
Did we even cover Pikmin 3? Okay, Injustice: Gods Among Us, Tomb Raider, and Pikmin 3.
Oh man. Oh wow. I feel like we were still Tomb Raider was fresh enough to where it'd be up. Injustice was really highly rated. I think people really liked Pikmin 3. Oh god, this is rough. I'm going to say Pikmin 3 is the odd man out. But people people score Nintendo games too high a lot of times. Okay. God, this is rough. I don't think it's Tomb Raider, but people really like Injustice. Okay, I'm sticking with Pikmin 3.
Sticking with Pikmin. All right. Izayah.
I think when Tomb Raider came out, it was pretty well received. I imagine green. Same with the other game, Pikmin 3. I'm gonna say Gods Among Us, Injustice. Final answer.
Injustice. All right.
I don't think it's that
Lastly,
well received.
But not least, Colton.
I think if I had to take a guess, I would think Tomb Raider.
Oh.
You could be right. You could be right.
Is that
your final answer?
Yeah, that's my final answer.
I just remember
Oh,
Tomb Raider scoring
answer.
high in IGN, like a 9 or something. I remember who reviewed it.
So y'all all chose different answers, so somebody's got to be right.
I think Colton might be right, and I have a
Okay.
right now. Crap.
The correct answer
Find out.
of the game that does not belong is Injustice: Gods Among Us.
Ah,
There you go, Izayah. Now,
man, that's just such a solid game. I'm surprised. Huh.
Yeah, so yeah, Injustice. Okay, so it could have stood out like as higher. So if it scored higher than the other two, then it would still be the correct answer. But this one did actually score lower. It was an 81,
Right. Yep, I knew it.
and
Wow.
Tomb Raider and Pikmin 3 were an 87.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds right.
Yep.
Ooh, that was a rough one.
All right, this is the last one of this style, and then we're gonna move on to a new game. Okay, number 7, starting with Izayah.
Woo!
Okay, Zelda: A Link Between Worlds.
Oh.
Flower, which I don't even know if that came out this year.
It came out
I'm
on
not-
PS4, but
that year.
it came out like in PS3 in 2009. But it still counts.
Freaking. Hold on, I might be able to switch. No, I can't switch it. Okay, we're sticking with that, even if it doesn't make any sense. Okay,
Yeah.
and lastly, Diablo 3.
Oh shit. Oh.
Which one does not
Excuse me,
belong?
excuse my language. So you have
Zelda.
Zelda,
The flower.
the flower, and then the other-
Diablo.
Diablo.
Yeah.
Thanks Troy for like telling me this earlier. I'm
mean-
gonna say hold up, let me cook.
Hold up.
Oh god. God damn it, Troy. God dang
Do you
it.
hear keyboard clicking, Colton? Let me know. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my god.
Do you guys hear
All
the
right.
dog barking? Because that's on my end.
No, not yet. We don't hear the dogs barking.
Okay.
Um,
All right, Izayah.
I'll go. I'll
hands
do
up.
it. Diablo 3.
Diablo 3
I'm
says.
quirky. I'm different.
The only one that answered so far. All right, Colton.
Just go one more time. Run through them.
Zelda,
I forgot one of
A
them.
Link Between Worlds. That's the one on the 3DS.
Yeah.
Flower. That's
Flower,
that game
okay.
about being a
For
flower.
PS4 for PS4, yeah,
Yeah.
Apparently for PS4. I am so sorry. And then
It's okay.
Diablo 3.
and Vita.
Yeah, sure. I'll go with flower. Why not?
Because maybe it's wrong. That's why.
I agree with
That's true.
Colton because I think it's a port, and I think the other two games
I don't
are
know
really
how
strong.
they slipped through my fingers. I'm so sorry.
No, it's not. That's not the whole reasoning. I think Diablo 3 at launch would have been strong. I think it was later that like people started to really turn against it with the real world auction house.
This is a port of a game that is 4 years old at this point. So, my bad.
Yeah, and I think Zelda scored very high. I could see Diablo and initially scoring really high, Zelda scoring really high. So
Okay.
yes, flower.
Going flower?
Fine
Okay.
answer.
This was a fun one, not just because of my mistake. Because
None of us are.
Izayah is correct.
Oh,
Is the correct answer because it scored an 87, which is pretty high.
Yeah.
yeah.
Flower for the PS4 and Zelda on the 3DS both scored a 91.
Man, I mean, both great games. I love Flower, but
Mhm.
God,
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was trying to make those get harder and harder as it went. I didn't expect there to be an error in the last one, but
no, the last two were
That was
very
fun.
difficult.
Thank you. That
there
was
we
cool.
go. There we go. All right, 3 more questions. These are going to be different. This one I just call Rank Me, and this is where we're going to be taking a series of game, a franchise, and we're going to pick a game that came out in 2013 of that franchise, and you're going to have to tell me where does Metacritic rank it amongst its franchise.
Whoa.
I'll tell you how many games there are in the franchise, and then you got to tell me where it lands. All right?
Wow. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, this is weird.
Okay. And you know what? If you guys you could like text me the answer if you want to keep it secret, or we can just keep doing it the way we've been doing it. Let me know.
No, we can
Keep going. Let's keep rolling. Izayah is not first. Okay, hold on. It's
Thank God.
Colton. All right. Unfortunately, the series we're starting with is Devil May Cry. DMC came out this year. Yeah. There are. I'm taking into account. I don't know if there's any spin-offs or anything, but I'm taking into account 6 total games. You tell me where it falls.
Are you counting stuff? You are counting like Devil May Cry 5 and stuff, like newer ones, right?
Yes. So the whole franchise that
Series up
exists
to now.
today.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
There's 6 games.
Okay.
Where did it
First
rank?
back in 2023. I like it.
Where does Metacritic put it?
I mean,
in its
I'm
series?
a shot in the dark. I'm rolling a die here. I'm gonna say 4.
4.
Versus
Okay.
how many? How many are in the series?
6 total.
Okay.
Perfect for a dice roll.
And 6 is the highest or the lowest?
So,
Oh,
what?
yeah, I was on 1 being the highest, right?
Like it's a rank. So yeah, rank 1 is
Okay.
yeah, cool. Sorry. Troy.
I'm gonna say, people really like DMC5, but this scored high. This is rough. I almost agree with Colton, but I don't think it's first. It's definitely not last.
You're absolutely right about that.
Because 2 exists.
Exactly.
And
And 3.
I'm gonna go with 4. I think 4 is a solid answer.
I think so too. Yeah.
All right, there you going with 4 as well?
Just give me a sec. Let me rank it one more time in my head. So we have it goes from last. It goes. It goes 2. DMC 4.
You know what? I changed my answer. I'm going 3rd.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
You're gonna regret that.
I feel like you are gonna regret that actually. Well, because like critics are dumb. Critics can be really stupid sometimes.
All right, I need an answer in the next 5 seconds.
Put me in.
3.
Oh God, put me in 3. Put me in 3. Put me in 3.
There we go.
Oh,
Critics can be pretty high on this shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
they were pretty high on this one. I remember. So
Turns out sometimes taking a shot in the dark pays off. It is ranked
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
it's
deserves-
4.
It
It's
deserves
4.
to be.
Why did I
Absolutely.
second guess? That was. Oh my god.
All right, I'm gonna give you the order from the bottom. Devil May Cry 2. is the
Yes,
gas
makes
place.
sense. Yep.
5th place goes to Devil May Cry 4.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
4th place, DMC. Okay. 3rd place, Devil May Cry 3. 2nd place, Devil May Cry 5. And 1st place to the original Devil May Cry.
Wow.
If you want
Okay.
to fact check me, be my guest.
Nope,
'Cause
that
I
makes
did,
sense.
And I was tired.
Makes perfect sense. Yep.
All right, fun. All right, good job, Colton. Moving on to the next series, and this will be starting with Troy. The series is your favorite publisher, developer. I don't know,
Oh.
publisher. Far Cry by Ubisoft.
Oh, great.
Ubisoft.
All
They're all
right, so
tied for like 10th. I, don't
believe
know.
if I get my facts
There's 10th
straight-
place and then there's 4 and 3.
Okay, so I am taking into account. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games. So as we
Oh my
go
goodness.
to the 10th one, we're going to do more games. The next one's going to be the biggest. Whatever.
And we wonder why Ubisoft's in the place it's in.
Okay.
Continue.
So in this, I'm going to be including their like the big spin-offs that they did, and I think you guys know which ones those are.
Primal.
For example, this year, of 2013, I believe Blood Dragon came out. That's what.
Oh yeah.
So that's the one that you're going to be ranking. Blood Dragon.
Okay.
Where does it rank amongst the? What did I say? 9 games. Yes, 9 games.
9 games. God, dude, I don't even know where to start. Okay.
And disclaimer. I have the game Far Cry Instincts here, which is a remake of the first game, and I'm not
Yes.
including the first game. Okay.
Okay, cool. So I would say 4-3 Instinct.
Are you going like?
I think
are you ranking
5
from top to bottom?
Yeah, I'm thinking of top
Dude,
ones.
It'd be way
3,
harder
4,
if I had you guys do the whole thing.
4. Yeah, oh my god, that would be ridiculous. Okay. I think it's the strongest of the standalone spin-offs.
Okay.
And I think maybe 3 games were pretty well received in the times they were out, like 3, 4, and maybe Instinct. So if I take that into account, 3, 4, Instinct, that would place it right at number 4. I'm gonna go number 4.
Out of 9 games? How many games?
Out of
Maybe
9
I'm
games.
missing ones that.
Out of 9 games. God.
Okay, no. I'm going 5.
He says
Final
5
answer.
now. Final answer. No takesies backsies.
Nope.
All right, Izayah.
Can you list the
Far Cry
games,
Blood
please?
Oh, I don't
you're-
have time for that.
No. I'm not listing the games on purpose. So there's 9 games in the Far Cry series on this list. It is the mainline games. They're just numbered, and then there's the few. So we know that it goes up to Far Cry 6, right? I put Instincts in as a replacement for 1. Okay, so that's 1 through 6, and then you get 3 spin-offs. There, I listed them. Blood Dragon is one of those side game spin-off things. Where does it rank amongst those 9?
That's funny. I don't know.
Wow. Then
Oh
give
my
me a shot in the dark if you don't know.
All right. So is it 2013? Did it come out in 2013?
Yep.
Blood Dragon.
Blood Dragon. Yeah.
Blood Dragon came out in 2013. Okay.
This was.
I don't know how that helps you.
It was a spin-off of 3.
Oh, and that's the best one.
I need an answer.
Give me 3.
Third best Far Cry game. All right, Colton. This is your area of expertise.
Well,
so.
I don't know about expertise. I've played
Yeah,
half of those 9.
I
But
feel like out of us.
oh, okay, well, yeah, sure. I know Blood Dragon was really well liked. It was so well liked that I was hovering around 2 or 3. I was leaning towards 3. Izayah said 3. I want to say 2.
Wow.
Hey, thank you guys for your guesses. Unfortunately, only one of you gets the point, and that is going to be Troy. It is number 5.
Dude,
You
I really
right on the money.
I really logicked that one. Well, no, actually, I logicked it out and then figured something dumb like Primal might be a little bit above it or something. So let me hear the
I'll
order.
go through real quick. Yeah, it's from the bottom, so the 9th place.
Yeah.
Far Cry New Dawn, which was the spinoff of 5.
That sounds right. Yeah.
4. Then Far.
Yeah.
Yep. What? Far Cry Primal is next, which is a spinoff of 4, I believe.
Yes.
Far Cry 6, which is pretty low. Far Cry 5, Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, Far Cry 4, Far Cry Instincts, which was that remake I was talking about, and Far Cry 2, and then Far Cry 3.
Oh, okay. See, I wasn't planning on 2 scoring so high. That's
right.
I figured I was missing 1, which is why I changed my answer. So I'm glad I did.
I would have actually guessed that Far Cry 2 would have been number 1, and that's because I've just heard so many people I guess
it's
nostalgic.
divisive. When it came out, dude,
so good.
a lot of people weren't into it. They didn't get it, but it's cool. Yeah.
All right, that brings us to our final question. I have not been keeping track of the points. I know who's gotten which one's correct, but we'll tally it up at the end. So this one, our last, if you wanted to make a guess, it's pretty clear. What series could I even be talking about that has this many Metacritic scores? There's 12. 12 games.
Well, it wouldn't be
out of a game that came out.
12 games?
Yeah.
12
it's another
games?
Ubisoft game.
Oh, it's Assassin's Creed. Go.
It's Assassin's Creed. There wasn't that many options. Because if I wanted to do like Mario, like Metacritic doesn't go back that far.
Yeah, I get it.
So yeah, I was like, okay, let's do this. All right. So the game that came out this year was Black Flag. Izayah, you're first. Where does Black Flag rank among the 12 mainline? Yeah, they're all mainline. They're all mainline Assassin's Creed games.
Wild. God. I missed it when it was just made sense that GTA 5 was better than Last of Us.
Dude, 12 games since 2007.
Oh my god. 2007? No. God. Okay, fine. Okay. So Black Flag, Colton loves that game. People love that game.
They do.
I'm gonna say
you're like number 2.
no, it definitely is not that high. Okay, there's Brotherhood, there's Revelations, there's 3. I'm gonna say a nice solid spot 5. I think Black Flag is pretty high up there.
5. Colton. Now this is your area.
Odyssey's there.
Yeah, I was going to pick 5, but I don't know if I want to put it that low though.
Are we counting the PSP game? No, not spin-off.
Mainline entry.
Okay.
I'll put it at 6. I don't want to, but I also don't want to pick the same one as Izayah, so I'll stick with that.
All right, 6 it is. All right, Troy.
Okay, I'm just trying to figure out what would have scored better than it. I feel like 2 and Brotherhood are locks. 1 maybe just edges it out. Maybe not though, so I'll hold off that. 1, 2. I think people really like the 3 newest ones. I don't think it scored better than Valhalla. So I'm going to say, what'd you say, Colton? You said 4 or 5?
Izayah said 5, I said 6.
You said 6. Okay. I think this scored decently high, but
I'm feeling better about mine.
Low end, I'm high. I think 6 is good. Yeah. I don't think it scored as good as the Egyptian or Greek one. So yeah, I'm right around there with you guys.
All right.
I'm gonna say I don't think it's number 4. I'm gonna say
what is it?
Okay. I'm gonna say for funsies. Let's make it exciting because who knows?
Okay.
Number 7.
7. Okay. Yeah, this one was interesting. It shocked me quite a bit. So I'm just gonna start from the bottom. I'm gonna tell you what the ranking is, and we'll hit it when okay. So from the bottom, we've got Unity, which everyone hated when it launched because of the bugs and everything. Rogue,
11.
which I don't think many people even played.
Rogue sounded so cool though.
Syndicate, a lot of people liked, but for some reason, I guess this was when the fatigue kick was setting in from Unity and all that. So
Yeah, for sure.
Revelations,
9.
That's
the
fair.
original Valhalla.
Where are we at right now? What number?
That's
8. Sure. Origins, which is number 6 actually.
Okay.
Sorry to Troy, you are out of the running.
Dang it!
Number 5 is Assassin's Creed 3, which surprised me because I do not like that game. Number 4 is Odyssey.
Wow.
What?
Valhalla got that low.
No, and I think that's because people were tired of the open world. Like they're like, okay, we had Origins.
Oh, dude, yeah, open world fatigue is
great.
absolutely a thing now.
Yeah. So they've suffered the same problems as Syndicate. I think both those games would be higher if it was rated on its own merits and not compared to the others in the series. But that's just not.
Maybe make it in one city again and put a lot of cool stuff in that one city. That'd be great.
Hopefully, Mirage. We'll see.
Yeah.
All right, and number 3 is Black Flag. Izayah got that one because he was the closest.
Does that mean 2 and Brotherhood are the top 2?
Yeah. Brotherhood is number 2 and 2 is number 1, and I agree.
Those were the two. At least those were the 2 I knew were locks. I'm like, 2 and Brotherhood are the peak of that series. So okay, cool.
All right, that wraps up our little game. Let's see.
What's the point?
What's the point? All right, Izayah.
I'll take your tiebreaker question still, though.
Okay. Yeah, I'll ask it. Let's see. Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 points for Izayah. We got 1, 2,
Very nice,
3,
Izayah.
4 points for Colton. Is that right? Yeah, that's right.
It was closer to 10, I think.
1, 2. I'm not counting the right thing. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4 for it's a tie.
Are you kidding?
It's a 3-way tie?
It's a 3-way tie.
Oh, man. I can edit it. Do you need a second to come up with a tiebreaker?
Oh, dang. I can... Let me check real quick. Yeah. God. Okay, how about this? Yeah, I got one. And this is just going to be... Whoever answers it correctly first wins.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay.
I'm boiling it down to this. I mean, I gave you asterisks, but you didn't ask about that. So
do we only get one answer though? That way we can't just like blurt out every.
Just one answer.
Okay.
And if not, then I'll just give it to Troy.
Thank you.
All right. So we went over the GTA 5 was clearly the number 1 ranked game this year, 2013. Correct?
It should have been, but
It is a 97, and The Last of Us was 95. And I'll tell you right now, those were the top 2 games of this year on Metacritic. What is the third game
oh my
on
God.
Metacritic?
Oh, shoot.
You can reference our little document if you need to.
Super Mario 3D World. That's mine.
That's a good one. That's
a really good one.
I'm going to go BioShock Infinite.
What?
Troy, you are the winner with the asterisks and the answer. BioShock Infinite got a 94. Super Mario 3D World was the 4th rank at 93.
Yeah.
Number 4.
I was thinking, dude, Colton. I was like, that's a good one. But yeah, I remember people being so. That's what I remember about BioShock Infinite. People being so high on it, like all the critics, everyone that played it, me playing, being like, this game is kind of boring. And yeah. So,
well, congratulations, Troy, for winning our first game.
It was very close.
I don't even remember what you call it. Metacritic Madness. Thank you for joining us on the Big Bandit Game Show.